But as with any modern-day sporting event, it's the pleasures we experience outweighing the dangers involved.
Racing motorcycles is dangerous, and if you're trying to race at the level where you're going to be competitive, it's always tends to be more dangerous because you're going faster than the level where you're just riding for fun. All I can do is mechanically make sure the bike is sound, down to nuts and bolts being tight, and set the carburation up and get the setup of the bike such that it will perform the way she wants it to, but not put it on the ragged edge where we might risk a mechanical failure. I don't run the motor to the point where, I never have done actually, where I felt it would have to be on the edge. We're a couple of steps back from that. And now the rider is good enough that if that isn't quite as sharp as it could to be, she can make up for it. But as far as the danger's concerned, she's in control out there. She's very smart. She doesn't get as nervous as she used to do. I don't necessarily know the nervous. Apprehensive is the word, I think. I can usually tell when she's quite happy. The less pressure I put on her, the better she is. And so my role is not to apply any pressure. She goes out to race, I never say, you know, kick butt or, you know, I mean, I don't need to do that. She can do it on her own. The racing we do is serious, but it's not exactly World Championship stuff. But I always wanted to do well, so. But we've reached the point now where she's fairly confident in my ability, and I'm extremely confident in her ability.
And now, Mrs. Vicky Jackson-Bell. She grew up in her family's farm in northern England, just a simple country girl, riding horses and playing with dolls.
No, I hated dolls. In fact, my sister used to play with dolls, and I used to shave all the hair off and tie fireworks to. I used to be like the little kid off Toy Story. I used to tie fireworks to them and blow them up and put them in sand pits and pretend they were army men. I was a strange little tomboy kid. So I wasn't particularly a nice child. Not somebody you'd want your, you know, your young daughter hanging out with. Or son. I used to be a bad influence on all the guys I played with too. So we all bought motocross bikes, me and my 3 friends, and we'd go to the races. And I think my first race I finished 10th and won a trophy. You know, and my friends weren't, I'd beat my friends who were guys. And then I realised, you know, this is what I wanted to do. Basically every weekend from being, I think I was 15 when I first started racing. Every weekend from then, I was at a motocross race somewhere in England. Got sponsored by a shop. Then got sponsored by Great Britain Suzuki. They sent me here on 2 occasions to race the women's nationals, and I did pretty well. I think I was 3rd or 4th in those, and that's how I ended up coming to California. And then I did pretty well in motocross and had lots of pretty good results, lots of injuries obviously that go with motocross. And then I quit for a while. I got married and had my son Christopher. Quit racing for a while and was, you know, just happy working out at the gym and doing normal stuff that normal people should be doing. And then my husband Tony decided we'll go watch a road race event. And I didn't want to go because it's a 2.5-hour drive, but I went. Next thing I knew, he'd bought a bike and I was on the track that we were at the previous month, riding round thinking, why am I doing this? This is crazy. But I kept doing it because, you know, I'm that kind of person. And then I started getting results and started getting faster and faster, and now I hold the lap record there on a 125. So that's how I'm where I am.